Hey everybody, Ranacor, welcome, thank you for the lurk. I have no idea why the command decided to make you Heya, which is obviously what you've added afterwards. I'll have to go back and double check that later. I have no idea what's going on there, that's crazy. But thank you for coming anyway, I appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a good day and a good afternoon and a good lurk. Let's swap to the game, if I can get my buttons right. There we go. Right, for anyone who didn't see last the tweet I did after last time. Hey is my name now, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. That's going to be confusing, isn't it? Heya. How's it going? Just Ooh, Contradiction. Hello, Summer. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. How are you? Yeah, for anyone who didn't catch any tweets last time, I don't blame you, but it turns out that Contradiction has like this weird glitch in it that some people have encountered, but no one's been able to work around it, or the company don't want to acknowledge it or whatever. I don't know, but there's this weird situation in which, for some reason, at some times, the main menu. So, hang on, get back on the screen. So this menu here becomes unresponsive, except for subtitles and full screen. So you can mess around with those and you go, oh, well, the menu's working and the game functions. You can go back to the game. But the actual buttons just don't work. So all those times I was hitting save and not getting any kind of feedback, it wasn't saving. So thankfully, the autosave kicked us back to now. We haven't lost everything, but we have started back at 6 o'clock. Now, the problem is I don't remember everything we made with regards to progress, but it's only a couple of things. Also, whilst I was in the community pages looking up what the hell is going on, because I was really concerned about turning the game off without any kind of feedback, because I wasn't sure it's saved. So I was going through and, like I said, the autosave worked, thankfully, but that's about it. I had no options, really. I couldn't manually save the game because the save game button doesn't work, but at least we knew the autosave was working. Anyway, whilst I was there, I happened to look up what we were missing, because I didn't want to just come back to wandering around like an idiot again. So, we might encounter something we've already seen. If we will have to at some point, because we have to get all the clues within a set time, I think. So we won't progress to the next period, so to speak, the next chapter, until we unlock everything we need to know. So, I believe that's the case anyway. So we might see some familiar stuff, but we should also be able to progress, because I know what we're doing next, loosely termed. So we're going to talk to anyway. So yes, welcome anyway, everybody. We're going to go back to Emma.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
And I believe what we're looking for here is something to do with money. So I knew something wasn't right with her stuff. I knew we had to have more to talk to her about, but I just couldn't narrow it down. And it's something to do with the fact that she lent money to Kate, but she was always buying lots of jewellery. There we go. That's great. Cool.
So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewellery and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
Alcohol's not cheap either, to be fair.
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
There we go.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having, and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Let me just have a quick go through here, see if there's anything that really stands out. Because we got the Thursday Friday thing, and so we know that she had the argument. I can't think. I honestly, Jesus, my memory is so terrible. I honestly can't think of anything we really did during the 6 p.m. period up until we got stuck, or I got stuck. Let's face it, I'm not going to drag you guys down with me. But I think we talked to Simon a bit, didn't we? But then what did he unlock? Nothing new as far as I'm aware. Right, okay. Now, as soon as she said she'd never met him, I was like, but she has been there. Let's go around and check new things. That's how this game goes. Exactly, yeah. I'm assuming that if for some reason we did something previous, yet the game continues, then we didn't have to do it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But if we get stuck, we'll end up having to do it eventually. Right, so yeah, so she's been to an Atlas seminar. She only went once, but she has been. But she said she never met Ryan.
You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. But you say you never met him. Why did you say you don't know him?
Because I'm boinking him.
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate
It's
was
obvious.
both of you.
She knew what was going
Care
on.
about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
Mm-hmm.
So you just argued and what?
Killed her?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
Oh.
And that was it.
As you do?
You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Just smashed a window.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
Yes, sir. Oh, blimey. 7 p.m. already. Bonus. So we only need... Okay,
7
cool.
o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
Mm-hmm. Ryan Rand. Sounds like a Marvel villain with a naming convention like that. Right, where are we? Ayn Rand. Oh my god, of course! That's probably why it sounds so right. Right, well, he'll be up at, what's his name, won't he? But, as usual, we'll start at one end, see if anything new has happened. Wow, I forget how long this road really is. I'm going to turn this down in my headphones slightly, there we go. I can't imagine there's anything going on behind his house. We'll just double back. Behind Brandon House, is that where he lives? It's called Brandon House. Interesting. Okay. Still nothing here. We don't have a torch yet or anything, do we? So there's no point going back there. I don't think anything new happens. There's a... Yeah, we need a torch for the cupboard, I think. That's about it. Getting the bearings. Oh, something new. Another drunkard.
What are you? Private eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did what?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house.
Not forward, backwards.
Bunch of nut jobs.
And no one noticed that.
Hey, what was the student's name?
Liam something. Or sod.
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station, find out a bit more about this Liam.
You nearly missed that 8.
Hello, DCI Jones speaking.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Alright, Jenks, I thought you'd clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out anyway.
I wish it was. Listen, are you
Oh, yeah,
near
it
a
is Friday.
computer?
I can be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look.
I'm not asking you to remember it. I'm asking if you know anything about it.
Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both on Edenton. Blimey, you've got your work cut out, Jenksy.
Yeah, don't I know it.
Right, well, good luck with that and see you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
I think it's less about the quantity and more about the timing would be conspicuous. Ooh, what was that? Liam's death. A new thing to ask people about. Okay, know what that means, don't you? Abbey Farm, we start investigating. Everybody.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Liam, what do you know?
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
Everybody is
You
sus.
mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
Well, that's how he died, yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
No.
Okay. His degree is in plant science. Has he mentioned something before about plants? Of course, now I've got to try and, go back to everything I don't remember from last time, but that's fine. Homebrew isn't very strong. Trader's herbal tea. Yeah, okay, so he meant, so he knows herbs, that's fair enough. Didn't know about anything. Didn't socialise with the current member last time we started. No, okay, nothing new there. Fair enough.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I guess the main difference here is we don't get to just vote people and kick them out into space. Ah, got it wrong again. Never mind. Into the pub. Actually, where are we? Save game. Hey, it works. So, bonus. Right, okay. Bing!
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
See what she knows.
What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something? No, Black Stone. Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
My cat has this tendency to lay with his head up until he falls asleep, and then his head will just fall down. The problem is it will normally fall down off of the bed he's laying on. It looks like he's going to break his neck. And since it's like out the corner of my eye, I've just caught his head, and now he's asleep on my hand. My arm's going dead very quickly. Come on. Yep, there we go. It's alright, calm down. Okay. Why don't you curl up properly, silly cat? Anyway. He gets his sort of real... I wasn't asleep kind of look on his face. Anyway, she didn't know Liam very well. Blackstone played in the pub. Okay, right, fair enough, okay. Again,
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Jesus, okay. Nothing much to go with there, but it's more info. And back up. And back up. Start with Simon this time.
There you go.
Oh, got an apron on this time. Has he always had the apron? Maybe because it's getting later.
Smells
He's
nice.
cooking.
What is that?
Oh, it is.
Chili pork.
I had no idea you were a cook.
Oh no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
What, here?
No, at the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner of his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
But it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting.
Is it? Okay. We've already been up there, but whatever. Okay, Liam, tell me about him.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam!
Oh, Dead Liam.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Strange thing is, we called him Dead Liam before he died.
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
Didn't know Liam, but had heard about him. Okay. It was odd, that whole conversation probably won't have given us any more information, will it? Yeah, because it's not anything we can ask him about. Oh well, whatever.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
That yielded literally nothing. Let's ask Emma. Liam.
What do you know about a student called Liam? Committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know him really well.
He talks to everyone like they're 5 years old. Okay, she didn't know him much
Okay,
either.
that's it for now. Thank you.
We'll go through the woods again in case something random pops up. Probably nothing again here. No, okay, cool. That's right then. Just checking. Check everything. Always gets me when you see these shoes and their toes point up so much. I don't entirely understand why that is. I imagine it may be something to do with the way, the way you have to sort of lean forward and you don't want, your feet to just clunk along like they're made of wood. But still, it looks really uncomfortable.
Do you mind not defacing public property, please?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
Oh God, this
It
guy.
means that you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You going to give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
Fucking teenagers.
Pathetic.
That's a chargeable offence now. Social distancing rules and so on. Oh wow, he's so edgy. Hang on a second.
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if that helps. I have like a little monitor on my keypad, tells me what my CPU is running at, and it was at 99% during that cutscene, which suggests that may be the problem as to why it's stuttering so much. So I just closed my internet because that's Chrome, and I know that uses up like 30% of of my CPU, and we dropped down to the 70s. So maybe that will help us with the stuttering. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, just keeping you guys updated, behind the scenes and all that. Metal hand sign more than meets the eye. Well, as in like it's so metally as a transformer. Do 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 do. God, it's just. Do you know what the most frustrating thing is? The fact that there are people like that in the world. and you just want to slam their head in the car door until they see sense or stop seeing anything. Whichever. Some say I'm too violent. Whatever. Anyway, I'm so glad we had that interaction. We can push the story further forward. But, oh, did he add that? The metal? He did. Okay. Oh my god! Actually, this is a bit of a sort of a bit memeable. I remember what's coming now. Okay, so door to the right. Anything going on in here? Because the other one we had to knock on, so I assume that's going to be more going on. No, nothing in here. Okay, worth a check. You never know. Lounge.
Ryan!
Yes?
Detective Inspector Jenks, I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, is that alright?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus.
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
So you wanted to speak to me?
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Kate Vine? Well, yes, she was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really? Well, then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Also, I mean, could it really be ruled as suicide just because she was like massively intoxicated? Isn't, I mean, you know, I can't actually remember the exact details, but wasn't she always the way he says pleasure? I love this guy. Jenks is quirky. What's his name? Booth. Something Booth. He's quirky. He's been in other things and he's a bit better, but this is a bit sort of flamboyant. It's a bit. I guess that's why it sort of adds a little bit of a cringe to it, to be honest. But the guy that plays Ryan is just he's just funny. Well, exactly. I mean, that's what I was thinking. Even if there was no bad, what am I on about? You know, even if there's no evidence to suggest that it was sinister, maybe you would at least go with, you know, accidental if she was like horrendously drunk like she supposedly always is. But I can't remember if they mentioned at the beginning whether she was, you know, what the toxicology said or whatever. Exactly. Call in the big guns. Right, we have a whole new character, which means everything gets questioned. Let's go.
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday, then you came straight back with some of the students, is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
2 glasses of port?
How
Jesus.
had she seen that night?
Nevik, hello,
The
welcome.
landlady?
Kate.
Okay.
The landlady.
Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course.
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined, about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean, did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
Okay. Last saw her Friday. She was drunk. First met her 3 months ago at Atlas. Kate enjoyed the course and appeared happy. Hadn't suspected she had any emotional problems. Okay. Expect that to change. That seems awfully presumptuous, and I bet it's going to be wrong. Yeah, sorry, Nevik, hello, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're feeling well. How are you? Driving license. Know anything?
Have you seen this before?
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
That's fair. I don't know why we're asking so many people if we know she lost it or not. Can't ask you about a bicycle.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
Might be mistaken. Doesn't. Why would he know about his bottles, to be fair?
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
He's too busy on the... whatever that is, and... was it whiskey and brandy? Or port or whatever, Jesus.
Know what this is?
Yes. It's a freedom necklace.
Whiskey, fair enough.
It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
Okay. Freedom from the chains of your ancestry. Okay. So tell me, know anything about this broken window?
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Oh, Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
See, that seems almost slightly contradictory just with hers, because she said she discovered the window and covered it up. But are they implying that she told him and then he told her to cover it up in between? Did he? I mean, that's irrelevant, I guess. But, you know, still. It could be sus. Oh, ooh, this could be interesting.
Can you tell me about this?
Why are you wearing it?
Haven't seen that for a while. I had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
Was it
What
Liam?
does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess, the mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon.
Ooh, I got it right.
It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
Okay. That weird, like he's got a bad smell up his nose, look. What was that one? Cardboard mask, there it is. Okay, yeah. I don't know why he would know about this, but...
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house
There is
about
that.
6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
Okay. So he's... usually leaves for Atlas at 6. Preps at 6:30. Those are some very specific times. We're going to have to remember them. They'll come back, I'm sure. Atlas Advertising.
Tell me about this.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks.
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
A book on what? It was an atlas. Okay, right, okay. What's it looking? Oh yeah, right, okay. Sorry, distracted by my own joke.
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
What sort of books did you read?
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates, witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector.
Hello.
The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. How you doing? This is we are. Didn't know you were live. I sent out a whatchamacallit Ujamaclip, but you know, these things sometimes take time to get through, don't they? We've it's only been, well, I say only, it's been about half an hour. We're in hour 7, so 7 PM, that is, and we have discovered, had no notification. Curses, bloody Twitch. To be fair, that does seem very hit and miss. The amount of times I actually had one stream once. It didn't tell me someone was on until I'd watched the entire stream. So you're like, oh, great, thanks, really helpful. We're currently talking to Ryan Rand, the guy that runs the Atlas course. He's apparently quite a lush. We found out that he and Emma were having the affair, which is what the fight was about with Kate. Kate had found out about the affair and was trying to blackmail him. So they had an argument. Kate smashed the window, moved on. 2 AM the day after. Oh, Jesus Christ. And so you Discord going live mission and 2 separate Discords. Well, there is that, yes. Yeah. Spam it around everywhere. Someone's got to find it. Yeah, so he, now it being 7 o'clock, he has opened up the you know, the community hall or whatever. And so we're in talking to him about it. We're asking questions on everything because, of course, we haven't seen him before now. Ooh, in effect, exactly. I knew she had more to say. I knew it wasn't about money. The argument, I mean. But we've also discovered there was a guy where he found a drunk guy in the woods, another one, who said that a year previous, a guy called Liam, who was doing the course, had killed himself, drowned himself, apparently. So that's quite suspect there, but so far everyone is saying they never really knew him, except for Rebecca, who she runs the pub, and she knew that he was in a band who would play there sometimes. It was like a dark sort of gothic type of band, apparently. We haven't got round to asking Brian about him yet, but that's also kind of suspect. Oh yeah, and we met some annoying twat in the forest or woods or whatever, who was carving into a tree. He was carving a hand symbol into the tree, and he was just being a prick, basically. Anyway, we're nearly there, so we can't do the photo frames. We've just asked him about the black scrying mirror. Says he used to be into gothic stuff when he was younger, but wouldn't know it now. So Liam's death is next. Okay. I hate tree covers, exactly. Apparently, it's public property. I'm not sure as if that really, I'd say just sort of, actually, what would carving in a tree be? I mean, I guess it is technically public property, but I doubt that it would go through court or something like that, destruction of the ecosystem or something, I don't know.
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
It's alive. What, the tree? Well, yeah. So... ABH? Was that... Grievous bodily harm. To a tree. So met Liam in the pub, heard about Liam seemed happy, but I thought he was on the course. Heard about him.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil sign, isn't it? Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the
Of course
course.
it's
Everyone
not
eats on the
something
pub, of
we
course.
use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean exactly.
It means you like rock music. Devil sign. It's not devil at all. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't know how it can be used. Right. Okay. So that's that. We still have. We've asked everybody about Liam, but we still got the hand symbol to ask about, so we can go and try and find more there. Let's just have a double check to see if he's contradicted himself whilst we're here. Oh, let's start at the top actually, because that's the oldest stuff. So he met her last Friday. She was drunk. First met her 3 months ago. Enjoyed the course and appeared happy. Hasn't suspected she had any emotional problems. He didn't suspect any emotional problems. She was just a drunkard. Everyone does that for fun. We all know that. Simon might also drive. Well, yeah, he's not allowed to, is he? Hasn't tried his homebrew. Never bought a Freedom necklace. Has seen students wearing the necklace. Bird and cage is a symbol used on the course. He uses it on the course, but he's never bought the necklace. Interesting. Told Rebecca taped over. Knows that the window, not how it got broken. Symbol on mask represents triple. God, isn't there 2 G's in D's in goddess? I'm not very good at spelling, but that just looks wrong. Symbol not used on the course. Made for a friend last year who died. That also sounds really suspicious. Can't find a case argument. Usually leaves for Atlas at 6. Does he think it's selling hard liquor during the... Hard liquor during the Prohibition was a whiskey business. Oh god. Okay. That took me a second read just to get it. Oh. I can't deny that. It's quite funny. Yeah, it is double D. Okay, that's weird. Usually leaves at 6. Starts preps at 6:30. Okay. Was the first poster. Name picked randomly. Designed by an agency. Used to read about black magic, satanic rituals. Hang on, doesn't know what they could be used for. You know, they're going down the satanic situation, aren't they? So not that. Okay. Okay, no. Okay, fair enough. He recognised it. Doesn't believe now. Why? Yeah. Well, I think he just sort of described it as he grew up. You know. Anything supernatural? You used to read about that magic, satanic rituals. Yeah, something seems off there, but neither of my 2 options sort of seem to work. So he used to read about them. The devil sign and this one didn't matter. Okay. Alright, we'll go back and try the...
Probably be back later.
Jesus. When he says thank you, it's so loud. We'll try the hand sign with other people. We won't walk around. We've already done all that, so we'll just come straight back to Simon and Emma first. I can imagine it's probably going to be a lot of... No, I don't know anything.
A few more questions, please.
We'll give it a go. We already asked... Yeah, we asked him about Liam. Okay.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle.
Last guy, a priest.
It's a guy from the course.
No.
He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village. The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The three freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase. Free to be free. Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and doubting, self-doubt.
You believe that?
Why would you do it that way, though?
Guilt
What's the middle
ruins
fingers?
lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Right.
Well, isn't guilt supposed to be like a lesson? You feel
Free
guilty
to be
because you know you did
free.
wrong.
Not the most original slogan, but I wonder
Aha.
how far this freedom goes.
There we go. Now we can question him on it. No, the last guy was the leader of the... He runs the Atlas course. That was Ryan Rand. I know, I don't get it. I expected him to just like hold up the thumb to middle finger, not the one at the end. That doesn't make any sense at all. But I'm so glad there is an emoji for it. Right, well, we got that, but I want to rule it out
Thank you.
with Emma
Probably
whilst
be
we're
back
here.
later.
Yeah, he told us about the free to be free thing, so
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
he's clearly not very good with it, is he?
No. Why?
It's okay. Thanks.
Never mind.
Do you know the phrase free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
Typical
No?
business.
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
You don't know Simon very well, do you? Heard the phrase when she attended Atlas. Phrase about not feeling guilty. Doubts Simon agrees with the fully. Sorry. Right, okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
So let's... Oh, damn it. I've got turned around. Let's just skip to the pub. Here we are. I forgot the camera changes. Alright, let's ask Rebecca. And then we'll go back to... What's his face? Further down the road.
Ask you a couple more things,
Then
please.
we'll double right back to... What do we call it? Want to become famous? No thanks. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, bear with me. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. It's just trying to zoom. View. Whatever. Something like that. And block him. There we go. Right. Means I love you, and this one means rock. Right, okay. Strange how rock and love are so close together. Anyway, sorry. Back to the game. Who are we talking to? Oh, Rebecca. Yes, of course. Right, so she doesn't... right, she did Liam. She doesn't know anything about the hand symbol yet.
If I did this, Would that mean anything to you?
Why, is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
Do you mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong.
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing. No, nose phrase believes people can get hung up on guilt. Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I'm sure that really leaves us with, much to go on, but whatever. Oh, and... Yay, see, the save is still working. Oh, just for anyone who missed the very beginning, we had an issue with the save game not working because of the menu problems. But it's alright. At least the autosaves works, so we're all good. Down to Abbey Farm here.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yet everyone keeps calling it the devil symbol as well. I love you, devil! Oh yeah, he doesn't know the hand either. Cool.
If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Oh no, what, the save thing? It's alright. You know, we're saving as we go whilst it's working. And like I said, worst case scenario is that, well, as of now we have the save, but if we move into another chapter it auto saves. So, you know, the worst case scenario is that we end up falling back onto the auto save and just have to redo a couple of bits. It doesn't take long once you know what you're doing, does it? So it's all good. Three Fingers you did say. Satanism hasn't seen it used locally. Okay.
Ever hear the phrase free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
Don't think so.
Thank you. Probably
Okay.
be back later.
Now we jump right back to Ryan and shove it in his face. We make the hand symbol and we stick our index and little fingers up his nose and he's like, "Do you know this symbol?" We know you do. Don't lie to me, Ryan. Anyway. Oh, this one. Doop doop.
Ask about a few more things, please.
People who believe in Satan are Christians, so it won't be anything to do with the goddess symbol. Well, exactly. I mean, like you said with the goddess symbol, apparently he's just sort of taking it left, right, and centre from anywhere that looks good. You know, it doesn't really mean anything. Ask him about free to be free first.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto.
Is it?
Well, we teach our students that people, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
So their reasoning is that if we take the bad aspects of good things and make them evil, then we can say by ridding yourself of the evil, i.e. the good parts of it, then by being actually evil, you're doing good. Interesting. Okay. That is some psychological twisty turns going on right there. Invented the phrase, invented what based at the village hall. Dunny? Well, because he's just, he's saying that, guilt is evil because it makes you feel bad. But, of course, it makes you feel bad because you've done something wrong, is the idea. So, if you get rid of that bad feeling, that guilt, then you are doing good. Your Honour. Yeah. But, of course, by getting rid of guilt, then you're just leaving yourself open to be evil and wrong. Or to continue doing wrong without any real sort of personal punishment. So it's yeah. No, you're just a psychopath. There is that. Anyway, right. So let's rub it in his face. We got something here. What was it again? Actually, what was it? He doesn't know. Oh, the phrase "free to be free." Hang on. So I've just completely lost my train of thought because I was thinking too heavily about that. What were we going to rub in his face? There was something that was it, because he didn't know what the symbol represented. But then that's what the hand symbol represents. Doesn't know what it could be used for, but it's used for this. Petapple, hello. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. In case you haven't been here long, we are currently talking to Ryan Rand, who runs the Atlas course. We've asked him all the questions. We're now trying to prove him wrong about something. And I don't know what. The sign. Yes, the hand sign. Yeah, so I thought when we got the hand sign, we could say, you do know what it means. Because you told us you don't know what it means, but you use it in your courses. Going right, thanks. Oh, God, yeah. See, there's always... Oh no, I have been glomped. DD, hello, welcome. You and your glomps are always welcome. How are you feeling? I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I have a good strategy when dealing with spiders under the bed. And that is set fire to the whole lot. Just run away, it's fine. Just from man, real nasty. A fall guy, wouldn't surprise me if it's one behind it. Alright. Well, he has his dad who's funding it. Isn't the 9th yet, so it could be better. Why? What's happening on the 9th? That's tomorrow, yeah. I was thinking that, yeah. Exactly, just burst it all into flames. Pizza Day? Is that a recognised Pizza Day, or just in your house? I mean, you can have pizza any other time of the day if you like. Oh, and Monster Hunter 2 Stories. Nice. Stories 2, sorry. That's fair. I have to admit, I'm not a Monster Hunter fan. The gameplay just looks kind of repetitive to me, but it does look more interesting than like the casual gameplay for me. So I can't deny that looks more interesting. Pizza Day is the best day of the week. I get 2 pizzas a week because I'm a greedy SOB. Turn-based combat. See, that's what exactly. It looks more interesting because just because of that. Basically, it looks more my style of RPG as opposed to as sort of run around and just slap things until they die. I think the best day of the week. Yeah. We get to hatch monsters. Oh, yeah. All the murder babies. Oh. Come back to pizza. Nice. There's a song about pizza. I like it. Anyway, sorry. chat at me. Let's have a I feel like we've got to catch him out on something. I feel like there's something here and I don't know what it is. God, I still got to finish Lost Odyssey. There's so many games I've got to finish. I told myself I was going to finish stuff this year and I haven't got around to it. But to be fair, that is a good one. I mean, the thing is though, if you like Lost Odyssey, you're going to like pretty much any you're going to like pretty much any Final Fantasy. So go with one of them, surely. Personally, my favourite is 10, but I know that a lot of people don't like that. 7 is very good. I'm not sure about the remake, to be honest. Was he in the band? No, Liam was in the band. Ryan Rand was into, black magic stuff when he was younger. Doesn't believe anything now, probably because he is into psychology instead. Although I've heard Final Fantasy VI is, by some, arguably much better than 7. Obviously, it's a bit, wifey into the stage. Hello, welcome. You must be on lunch. Nice. How's your day going? Yeah, I've heard 6 is better, but of course, that's much more dated, graphically speaking. We played 7 Remake, but haven't finished it. Also have 10 gameplay recently, and they were getting annoyed with it. I've seen 10 gameplay recently. Oh, okay, fair enough. Who was getting played? You can't get annoyed with 10. I mean, granted, it has some frustrating moments, but personally, I think the combat is so much more interesting because you get to take control of the Aeons and so on. When you get a summon that's just sort of random, I mean, or not even at all, Jesus. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but a Final Fantasy without a summon just sucks, as far as I'm concerned. That's just me. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. One for a few minutes. Fair enough, that's fair. A salmon? Summon, not a fish. No, I mean as in, as in to summon something, the Aeons and so on. But I hate salmon as well, so I do have feels about fish, but quite the contrary. 15 is amazing. Subpar on the summon factor, though. I mean, they looked amazing, just the whole, randomness of them, though. I didn't like it. Summon's Death Claws. They've got to do a crossover. That would be amazing. You figured, fair enough. Summon. To be fair, they did have a couple of joke summons in at least 7. I think 8 had a couple as well. So, with the fat chocobo and so on, you could summon a salmon. Who knows? X is best. I agree. Even with the Kappa, I agree. Oh, right, Jesus. Anyway, sorry, we haven't progressed anywhere. Too distracted. Right, what am I doing? The problem is, we've already narrowed this all down from everywhere else. You ride giant chickens. Exactly. What more do you need to know? Often let you summon, but only... Yes, that's it. That's exactly the amount of times it'd be like, oh, you can summon now. It's like they are literally just about to die. It would be a massive waste. But then occasionally I would do it just for the fun, because otherwise I wouldn't see the summons. And the fact that they're region based as well. I think I only ever saw 2 summons. I'm not sure I ever got to summon Titan at all. In fact, I am certain I never summoned Titan. I only ever got is it Ramu? Or did they rename him? I can't remember. And the water-based one. I can't even remember the name of that one. Enemy dies. Exactly, yeah. Based off the time you were fighting. Yeah, but it was also kind of random as well. It wouldn't happen every fight. I did. I once or twice I got the water one. I can't remember. You only got the bird lady. Bird lady? Bird lady doesn't even ring a bell. Fat chocobo. I'm gonna have to go back to that because I never finished all the stuff after the story. I did a little bit of wandering around. Occasionally, I have to admit, I loved that world. I really feel like just getting in the car and cruising. From a section added to be 14 crossover. Oh, wow, interesting. damn it, I knew they did a couple of like like events and things like that, and I got the Assassin's Creed one. Not that it gives you much, but I missed all the other stuff. So much sort of. Oh damn it, you got it as well. Oh, that was it. I stopped because I was in the middle of the DLC, and that kind of sucked. I think Prompto's story was a bit weird. Oh Jesus. Anyway, right. Sorry. I really must focus. I've been staring at the screen for ages while I chat away. I still really don't know what we're. There's something here about he doesn't know what this symbol is used for. He must know. He has to know what it's used for. Invented the phrase? Is that it? No. That's a distracting dance. Curses. Last bit of DLC was fun. Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't get that far. I was too busy playing through the individual like teammate stories. I never got to playing as a bad guy. Jeez, do you know what? That takes up such a massive amount of space on my. It is a bit of a drag. The thing is, though, they could be fun. I think the problem is it just sort of distracted from the main story, which I was really interested in. I just wanted to go back and just go out there and just explore more of the world, but you get sort of sidetracked into these smaller areas. Stamming exactly. Yeah, gun only. It is. It was very weird, and the whole sort of getting parts for his snowmobile and driving around. You're like, wow, that's an amazing mechanic. If I wasn't constrained to this tiny world for a limited amount of time, Yeah. Yeah, the problem is we've already spoken to everyone else. I don't know where to go. You're like, someone when I get it. I will do. Take care. See you later. Oh yes, yeah. Sorry to bring this back to the game. Why the whole reason we're here, but yes, we did. Right, hands in water. Fair enough, no problem. Right, the argument. Oh god, of course, this is what he thinks about it. Right, we were able to narrow down that Emma and Ryan were having an affair. Kate was going to blackmail Ryan, or was attempting to, and Emma found out about it. And of course, if the blackmailing had gone ahead, everything would have come out and it all would have fallen apart and been ruined. So they were arguing about that. It was nothing to do with money. It was all about the affair. Do like me affair. Something nice with the money. I don't know. That puts an awful lot on me to be kind. Can't I just get the money instead and just, whatever. Anyway, see, if it's done before she gets back, she'll never know. And then I can, get what I want and maintain my dignity as an evil man. I don't know. Someone fair. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So they had the argument about the affair, and that's as far as we got. But we have yet to be able to, in any way, confront him about the affair. All he says is, that's the odd thing. Hang on.
That's it for the time
That's
being.
an idea. There's something about the necklace. See, because he says he doesn't know about the necklace. He says, don't know anything about it. I saw people wearing it, and that's about it. Despite the fact that the bird in the cage, which the necklace is a symbol,
Couple more
is part
questions,
of
if
the
that's
course. She had an affair with Ryan. Tried to persuade Kate not to blackmail Ryan. And I reckon the necklace is something to do with it. Where's necklace? Here we are. Broken pendant. They put lots of new Necklace was an unwanted gift. Oh, where was the thing about the bear? Here we are. Are they connected? Damn it! No. Okay. Was it used for ID? No one seems to have recognised it. You know, literally no one's. Everyone's like, don't know. I don't know if she ever lost it. I don't know anything about it. I've never seen it. It's weird that we keep asking everybody about it, and I can't believe a detective hasn't put together the fact that there is a strip of, I don't know, tape or plaster or something here that matches the tape that was used to seal up the broken window. It's very specifically there because they've had to make this, yet it's never mentioned, or at least isn't so far. So I can't believe he hasn't said to someone, hey, you realise this is the same thing that you use. It's not common, let's face it. Oh yeah, and she's like, this free to be free thing is about, being, absolving yourself of all guilt. And she's like, oh, I don't think Simon would agree with it. And Simon's like, yeah, it's amazing, it's great. Mm-hmm. Heard the phrase when she attended Atlas. But she only went to Atlas once, didn't she? Is that contradictory? I mean, no, I guess you could hear it on the first day. I feel a bit like I'm clutching at straws here. Didn't know Liam well. Nobody seemed to know Liam well. That's an odd one as well. God. Oh my god, that is so true. She could try, but I think the problem is that he may not be, he may not feel guilty, but she didn't want her relationship with Ryan to break up for some reason. She went off and had an affair and then doesn't seem to really know him that well yet. She's like, no. New capable of mirror, demonstrated says the mirror didn't work. What was she looking for in the mirror? He wanted to blackmail Ryan over their affair. She has no shame. Oh. And I'm sure there's also nothing to be blackmailed over. If there's any police listening. For the purposes of the microphone. That's it. See, I get the feeling he knows about the necklace, and I reckon it's something to do with him. But where am I looking? Necklace. So she says it was an unwanted gift, and I'm trying to sort of get more out of her about that. I can't think why. Oh,
thank you.
Buns.
Probably be back later.
Can we save again? Yes, we can. Good. Still saving. Nice. Okay. So, let's have a look here. He didn't say... yeah, okay. Let's go over Ryan's replies with some of this stuff. I saw Kate and Atlas meeting on Friday. Sorry, I've been over this before, but I'm just going to go through it again anyway. So she appeared happy and enjoyed the course. Didn't have any problems. Suspect as ever. Never seen before, doesn't know if she lost it. Does ride a bike, thinks he also drives but isn't sure. Well, that's irrelevant. That's not going to be of any use whatsoever, is it? Simon's Homebrew. Hasn't tried Simon's Homebrew, that's fair. Excuse me. Bird and cage is a symbol used on the course. So that's what I get. It's a symbol used on the course. Why? It's never bought a freedom necklace. I've seen students wearing the necklace. Something there, isn't there? There's something weird. Don't know about the window, but knows how it got broke. Knows about the window, but not how it got broken. Sorry, told Rebecca to tape over it to prevent injury. They are free. No, we haven't. In fact, we've only seen this one, which was apparently Emma's first. And then it went to Kate. So that's an idea. Initiation? That's the other thing. Why would Emma have it if it's a symbol on the course? He has... She said it was just an unwanted gift. It has to be from him. Because they were having an affair. I reckon it was something to do with that, but... That's odd. It's like she said they were having an affair, but I can't even question him about the affair. Because it's nothing to do with anything he's, mentioned. So, his affair hasn't come up under any topics here. So I can't, push that subject and get any more information out of him. Very strange. Freedom necklace. Bird and cage is simple used there. Never bought a freedom necklace. Seen students wearing them. Okay. Did I just go backwards? No. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Yes, I think I did. Doesn't recognise its particular masks. Atlas, Seven Arms, Ryan, and Paul run the Atlas. That's an idea. Where is his dad? A friend who died last year. Symbol and mask represents the triple goddess. Symbol not used on the course. The symbol isn't used on the course. They just put it on the mask. How strange. Doesn't know about the argument at the pub. Usually leaves for 6. Preps at 6:30. See, that's times. That's going to come up somewhere, but I can't think where. We haven't sort of, come across that yet. What was hers? Last saw Kate at the pub at 7. So I assume the course must start at 7 if he preps at 6:30. So she went straight from this argument to the course. And he says that she seemed fine, but of course I can't cross-reference that. But she was drunk. Typical. Where are we? Case argument. There it is. Yeah, okay. Advertising poster. Signed by an agency. Atlas name picked randomly. Okay. That's all James's. Used to have a Black Mirror himself. He used to read about black magic and satanic rituals. Doesn't believe in anything supernatural now. Probably because he's a psychologist. Oh, does it? I never got around to playing Dragon Quest Builders. It always looked fun, to be honest, but I never got around to it. What about Liam's suicide? Met Liam in the pub. Liam seemed happy. This guy's not a very good judge of character, is he? 2 people who supposedly killed themselves and they both seem happy. And then he's just like, who knows? You're like, you're a psychologist, can't you tell? There is, yeah. I heard about 2 coming out and I was like, I haven't even played 1 yet, but, whatever. Thinks of things as a devil sign, doesn't know about the thing, how it could be used. Again, that seems so weird. But maybe that's just a matter of phrasing in the game, Getting rid of guilt and self-doubt. Ryan invented the phrase, invented while based at the village hall. Background in psychology. Why did they leave the village hall? Nope, nothing new. Nothing here. Okay. Okay, if this goes on much longer, I'm going to have to look something up because it's dawdling around.
A few more questions, please.
Please. Right. Hadn't suspected she had any emotional problems. Background is psychology. She's a drunk. How can you not suspect emotional problems? That's just silly. Okay, let's. I'm gonna look up a walkthrough. I know it's kind of cheating, but I just feel like I'm really not getting this. Where are we? Contradiction. That's it. Completely just forgetting what I'm even doing. Contradiction. Walkthrough. PC. Why does PC come up differently? That's weird. We are currently in. Oh, I don't like the layout of that. That's crazy. Currently in hour 7. It moved to 7 o'clock, didn't it? Yes, it did. Yeah. Anything new? Oh, okay. We're missing something, that's why.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Thought that was kind of weird. Turns out we have to go back to Abbey Farm. After talking to Simon, he's like, oh yeah, the greenhouse is behind the house. Like, well, yeah, I know. We've been there before, but it turns out that spawned something new.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
There we are. Okay. That's my own fault. I wasn't looking around properly. It's easy enough. Just got his Twitter notification. Yay! At least I'm still online. Here we are. Oh, wow. A bit rickety. Guess it doesn't need to do a lot, does it? Green plant. What's that, mint?
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
Ooh. Nice. Okay. There we go. Let's go question James. Give us the answers or we'll let the government know where you are. Right, here we are.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Yeah, okay. Last thing, cool.
Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. It's just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Did you?
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Exactly, yeah. Is it mint? 1 cookery competitions. No. No, okay. Is there anything we didn't ask him about? No? Okay. Heard about Liam after he killed himself. Never met Liam. Liam's year but on a different course. Okay. Mint. Maybe lemon bar? Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's got M's, but I struggle to believe it's mint. Maybe worth talking to Simon
later
about?
on, if that's okay.
Simon, you're doing dinner. Want to throw some of this in, see what it is?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Well, that's it, exactly.
Know what these are?
No. Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
Well, that's it. It would definitely smell of mint, wouldn't it? Hasn't seen the leaves before. But, but he used to trade it for stuff. Only sold to James. But he didn't sell it at all, did he? He said they used to trade it. No, it's not saying... No. Hang on. See if there's something here about it. Doesn't know anything about arguments. New Age mysticism. Government tracking him, yeah. Didn't know him. Student Kyle. Oh yeah, Kyle's the twat in the woods. Guilt doesn't serve any purpose. 3 freedoms. Let's just try with the... No, okay. Okay,
Okay, that's it for now.
I guess we'll just
Thank
ask
you.
everyone what they think these things are.
You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
Ooh, she don't like Rebecca. Rebecca? Trade for what? Well, he said that his homebrew used to be traded for, they used to trade them for like herbs. So, whatever he's referring to there.
Thank
exactly.
you. Probably be back later.
But Rebecca might know more. Interesting. For the pub. Of course, I can say that at any time. The answer to all things is pub. Actually, it's not. Depends on the pub, to be honest.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Packet of dried leaves.
Do you know what these are?
Sniff them. What are they?
Oh, magic mint. Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
Oh, really?
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic.
In what?
And legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
Pure? That's a weird way of putting that, isn't it?
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you.
So now we've got a
Probably be back
subject
later.
we can talk to James about. That's where it's going to contradict because he should know about plants and he's like, no, I don't know what it is. Come on, James. Stop being an asshole. Actually suspecting a lie. Yeah.
Couple more questions.
The game's
if that's
becoming
okay.
sentient.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
What's that, skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So you've never heard of salvia?
No.
Doesn't know much about plants. Did a degree in plant science.
Woohoo! So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it?
Yeah, it's legal, why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else?
Nah.
Sure.
Holy sage.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later.
The only drug he grows. I'm not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't grow any other drugs. Uses salvia for meditation. Grows it for his own private use. Okay. But why is he... Surely this is wrong. They should update in some fashion. Okay, never mind. But what has that helped? So you find out that he grows it, uses it to get high, and then what? Never met Liam. Only makes the mirrors for others, sells the mirrors but doesn't make a profit. Traded his herbal tea for Simon's homebrew. Here we are. But they use it at the cult. They could well do. Hey, there we go.
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew?
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else?
Let's just put in the pub alcohol, my god.
How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it. But that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. If you don't know about Third Eye, you know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
It's all the Illuminati.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall.
A psycho cult?
And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look.
The plot is thickening quicker than I can tell.
They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through
Thanks
this
for coming.
brainwashing program to make them compliant.
Have fun.
and
Enjoy the rest of
selling
your
them
day. Hope it all goes well.
It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Like objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you can tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented, you can read about it.
Mm-hmm.
They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah?
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
Maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
Right, okay.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Another item we start questioning people about. My flyers are here. Exactly. Yeah, I helped close them down. I can't prove they existed, but they stopped existing after I closed them down. Ergo, I closed them down.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Please. She told us about that. Yeah, she knows all about that. Right, okay.
Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
He's clearly insane.
None at all.
Would I lie to you? James grows cannabis. Why is that a point of no? We know he grows drugs. It doesn't matter. No truth to the fly. Okay. No, so I had to say now that yeah. Has she mentioned James before? Don't think she has, so there's no real connection between the two. No,
Be
okay.
back later on, if that's okay.
If that's okay. Actually, do I have to leave to go to the... I'm not sure I do, actually. I should just bring up the map. Yeah, done. That's an idea. Can we save again? We can. Ka-ching! Right. Let's start with
Ask you
Simon.
a couple more things, please.
Let's get some info out of him.
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Salvia Divinorum?
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Like, once or twice, yeah. But
Really?
it's not really my sort of
Baby.
thing. It messes
Where
with
does
your
that bit
brain.
come into it?
I've never tried any other drugs either. Nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
He's tried it a few times, never tried any other hallucinogenic drugs. Okay.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? Third Eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No, sorry.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic
I
drug.
thought you didn't know about
I've tried
plants.
it.
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
But this one's legal.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree
You
with what
can't
I'm
read
saying?
exactly.
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens and that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
No one believes they're out to get you until they get you. Doesn't believe anything he says. Saw the flyer last year at college. Never taken. See, that's a very definite statement, isn't it? That we were like, you've never taken anything illegal, but what about this? Baxter dried leaves, doesn't know anything about plants. Thinks Rebecca would know. Knows Sylvia's hallucinogenic drug. Didn't know Liam very well. She knows the Latin binomial. Oh god, you lost me there. Drinks wine and... She hates spirits and beer. That's very specific as well. And she knew the scientific name was not magic mint, I think. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. So he goes around asking people about magic mint and they're like, don't know. Know anything about Sylvia? Oh, yeah, Sylvia, yeah. Kate had a drink problem. Didn't see Kate very often. Okay, yeah.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Immediately see anything off there. Let's go speak to the other person in the village. As Summer pointed out earlier, his name is basically Ayn Rand with an R at the beginning. That's why it always sounds so weird. Oh, we didn't even get to ask him about the dried leaves.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do.
Okay.
Messy things, growing things.
Messy things. How much does he drink as well? That glass never seems to get any lower. And this is how many minutes after we started talking? Right, so he doesn't know that, but he says, talk to Rebecca. Yeah, she does. She did know.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant. A legal one. At least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
You are literally drinking right now.
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
Sorry.
Okay, doesn't recognise any of the symbols, except for this one.
Aha.
He's a big old liar.
Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
Never came into
Explanation
contact
was way
with them.
too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
To be honest, let's face it, there's no one but James thinks that Third Eye exist. But he never came into contact with them. Only knows what he heard about Third Eye, yeah. Well, right, okay, so hang on. This one. Doesn't allow drugs or alcohol into the Atlas premises. She was drunk. Kate was drunk at the meeting last Friday. Oh, hang on, doesn't keep any medicines. No students ever brought drugs. No, yeah, okay. There's got to be something here. Enjoy the cosplay to be happy. Hasn't spent 3 months ago. Being drunk doesn't mean she had alcohol. Let's see if it matches. No, it doesn't. Okay. There's something there. She was thoroughly drunk, and he says, "No, we don't touch that stuff." Never came into contact with Third Eye. Only knows what he heard about them. No students ever brought drugs to Atlas. Doesn't keep any medicines on site. Okay. Okay, hang on. Let's go through. Phrase about getting rid of guilt and so invented the phrase. Invented while based at the village hall. Background is psychology. Yeah, so he doesn't have to use drugs. Doesn't know what it can be used for. Being in the pub, seemed happy. Heard about his suicide. Doesn't believe in the supernatural. Used to have a black mirror himself. Yeah, Rebecca and Emma. Exactly. See, I think Rebecca and Emma, that could be like a fake out whole conflict. They don't like each other, but really they do. They run everything behind the scenes. Or maybe they hate each other and that's what brings them together. They both despise Ryan. And they're going to take him down. First poster for Atlas. Name was picked randomly. That's an odd thing to sort of bring up as well. Signed by an agency. Doesn't know about the argument at the pub. Starts preparation at 6:30. Could it be Liam who made the mask and we're just... Where are we? Liam's death. No, there's nothing... Even if it is, there's nothing to really go on there, is there? Knows about the window, but not how it got broken. Again. Hasn't tried his homebrew. Doesn't know Kate lost a license. Kate was drunk at the meeting, but she appeared happy. Hadn't suspected any emotional problems. She was drunk at the meeting. There is something weird here, isn't there? Like, first met her 3 months ago. Never came into contact. Doesn't know what he... Only knows what he heard about Third Eye, which is... what? brought drugs. See, again, it's an absolute. An absolute sounds like we're going to prove it wrong. And that's the... Yeah, that's the one I used before, wasn't it? Just time that out.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Nothing in the room? Oh! It's Prick!
We're just starting a session, do you mind?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll leave you in peace.
Twat features. Why are we always arguing with him? Can we just punch him in the face? Well, that's an idea. We are after 7,
Ask about a
aren't
few
we?
more things, please. That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Just in case it, brought up a new thing. Okay. When in doubt, thud. Let's follow the path and see if something new pops up. We haven't done that for a little while, so we might as well. Clearing? No. Okay. These people still out there? Yes, yes they are. Hello! Random people. Did you see that? There was somebody behind us as well. We have to find out why they got kicked out of here. Or why they left, at least. We've been back here before and we needed a torch. There's nothing new. Well, we'll double check. It's my own fault before for not looking round enough. Actually, what do we have? Like, I think it's the red things are usable items. Yeah, no, nothing. Okay, cool. Okay. Hum-de-hum. Owlie, check behind your house. Anything going on? No, nothing new. Excellent. All's well. And that's that. Okay. We'll just rule out all areas here. Slide. Nope, nothing new. Okay. No, okay. Okay. So we've got this here. Don't need to ask James about it because he told us all about it. Doesn't believe anything James says. Doesn't believe anything James says. The mirror doesn't work. She says she used to let Blackstone play in the pub. I mean, I always took that, because Liam died. They don't anymore. They could have got a new frontman. Maybe they, Is there another reason she stopped? I don't know. Okay. Where are we? We're on to 7. Okay. There is another contradiction here with Ryan. I've got to admit, I don't see where it works. Let's go. Just go see what comes from it.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Okay, so go into this. Never came in contact with Third Eye. But then invented the phrase the village hall.
Aha.
How is that a thing?
According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase free to be free while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
Oh, that's what we meant to come from?
So
Okay.
you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
That's specious reasoning.
I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Go on.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Atlas
Right.
is Third Eye.
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye.
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. There was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. I thought that was an end to it. But then James and his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down, buy a new place, rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas?
As Atlas.
And it worked?
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing?
I'm afraid that exists
That's
only
all right,
exclusively in the mind of
Don't be
Mr.
sorry
Wilson.
to me. I hope it fixes.
All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector. Hello. I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right. All right. See you later. That was Dad. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
8 p.m.
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual, when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan! In here. Just coming. He's through here.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a Big Mac. You do now.
Father.
You must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point
I struggle to believe he
So
deals
what
with
do you
Big
wanna
Macs
know?
that often.
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
Oh, but I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
So he was literally just a ride back.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we
No,
need...
that's as is. But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, fire away.
Okay, thank you.
Well, Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
I'm sure he's a very nice man, the actor, but God, he plays an arsehole really well. Okay, well, we've got a whole new person, so all new line of questioning. Let's go.
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew her at all. Met her a few times. At the course, that's about
welcome
all.
back.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last Friday. I just popped out to the course and about 7.
Did you speak to her then?
And killed her. I mean, damn it.
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
That's irrelevant. Possibly spoke to her. She was drunk. Okay.
Do you know if Kate had lost this? It's her driving licence.
How would I know that?
She was
You didn't see it lying around anywhere?
No.
Nothing about that.
Did you know anything about Simon Thompson's bike?
No.
Well, I mean, he's concise, to be fair, so, you know, it's not that bad. Homebrew.
Ever tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
Not even Emma. Oh! So shit.
Have you seen this before?
Looks familiar. Where did you find it?
It was, in the woods.
Presumably had something to do with Kate or her killer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish.
Shouldn't it be in an evidence bag, Inspector, in case of contamination?
I didn't have one with me, unfortunately.
No.
Well, don't go testing it for DNA, will you?
Put his fingers in there.
It's got yours all over it.
We'll call it, an educated guess for levity's sake. I don't know. Who knows what they're up to in their own time?
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes on the course. Little bird in cage flying away. Freeing themselves from their past is the analogy.
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule. I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not for Kate, by any chance?
No. Not
It
for
wasn't
Kate. I
Ryan's,
can't
it was
remember who
his.
it was for. A birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Which student?
I've no idea.
So it was Emma. He was lying. There's your contradiction. He wanted Emma and she didn't want him. Ooh. Which one? Oh, yeah. Doesn't know anything about that. Cardboard mask.
What do you know about this?
Looks like a mask.
You don't recognise it?
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch mask.
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters.
Ooh.
Ryan goes there sometimes.
Does he? Okay. An interesting pastime, I guess.
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
You didn't hear
Didn't ask
anything
you.
about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine.
Ryan likes to dress up, exactly. Masks, etc. I've always called it etc. But it's etc., isn't it? So weird. Who didn't know anything about the argument. Wasn't in the pub last Friday, didn't hear about the argument. Okay.
Could you tell me a bit about this?
Had it designed by an agency.
And when was that?
Last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
But we know that to be lies.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
I believe it's a scrying mirror, pagan thing.
Ever used one?
Why would I use a scrying mirror?
Why would you know about one?
So you have no interest at all in this sort of thing?
No.
Does the Atlas course use them at all?
Not at all. Strange question.
No, it's not really. I mean, you know, it's connected to the case, so it's not really.
How well did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam, who took his life.
Oh. Well, as far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
I believe he had problems at home.
Were you there when he died?
Yes.
And afterwards? You didn't see him after the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk, or possibly
Being
because
drink?
of that, he seemed
He was a
perfectly
drink?
happy.
He was drunk.
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Lots of similarities to Kate, don't you think? Drinking, depression, is that normal for the students?
People come into the Atlas course for quick solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they might have liked, sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
Didn't see Liam after the course. Was at Atlas the night Liam died. Had personal problems, Brian outcomes. Drinking all night at the seminar. Okay, yep. Again, we can't cross-reference that with Ryan's stuff, but whatever. Oh, that was Liam's death, okay. Oh, God.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
I presume you've seen an Atlas student doing that.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
Well, it wasn't exactly our idea. The students started doing it spontaneously to show commitment to the cause.
Commitment to the cause.
Cute, really. Which student did you see doing that?
I'm not sure, but he was carving it into a tree. I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison sentence?
It's usually a fine.
No, just a
What about
telling off.
defiling public liberty? Does that carry a fine too?
Oddly enough, the student in question argued a similar point. Is that something you encourage on the Atlas course?
We encourage people who put ideas first and moral anachronisms second.
Ah,
The problem with the law, Inspector,
dicks.
is that it's out of date.
Well, I suppose that's a matter of opinion. However, you still respect it.
Respect it. I abide by it.
Good enough.
We all play by the book, Inspector, but that's only because of the threat of possible incarceration.
God, he's a dick, isn't he? Ugh. What was I looking at? Hand symbol. There you go. Okay.
Can you tell me a little about the Atlas phrase, free to be free?
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
What is your objective,
Ryan
if
said
you
he
don't
really
mind me
liked it.
asking?
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage. We teach that most people are crippled by their past, by guilt, their attitudes, their beliefs. All that kind of nonsense.
Guilt cripples people.
Feeling guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt comes from the archaic emotional centers of the brain. It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all.
Is it?
In business, you heed it at your peril. I'm sorry, Inspector. My house appears to be haunted. Would you mind closing the door?
Haunted by the ghost
So,
of a prick.
You believe that guilt has no place in business?
None at all. I have few beliefs, Inspector, but that's one of them.
And what if you have done something wrong?
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
Interesting opinion.
Okay. Summarize Atlas' objective. Of course, objective free students from their past. Go to free themselves from guilt. No place for guilt in business. Well, I mean, that's nothing new, to be fair. Right, does he know this?
Know what this is, by any chance?
Do you trip balls on
I've no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Yes,
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior.
Oh, you don't like her then?
Would probably marry a millionaire and then decide to run her own pub.
Yes, why was that?
Well, she isn't exactly housewife material.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to be in control, like Ryan.
Oh, really?
Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
Oh. He plays the arsehole so well. Okay,
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant. Legal, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector. I have no enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
And you've never seen anyone on the course taking it?
Oh, well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it.
You choose the scenery a bit, but he is good.
We don't allow drugs or alcohol on our course. We like to tell students that success is the best drug. Whether you buy into that, of course, is another matter.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What do you know about this?
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you? James, our local minister for propaganda. I suppose Ryan already told you about our actual previous incarnation.
He explained, yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
Well, these things happen.
Was it your idea?
The suicide?
Third eye.
Yeah, I suppose it was. As my son had started to atrophy, I decided I ought to give him something to do.
Atrophy?
And Third Eye was the same as Atlas, teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death didn't prompt you to make any changes?
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector, any more than we could do anything about Kate's. It was out of our control.
Really?
You can't blame me for wondering, Paul. 2 student deaths in 2 years?
It's called a coincidence, Inspector. I expect they ate fast food also. But you're not investigating all the local chippies.
Suicide was his idea, yeah. I don't think businessmen who like to be in control believe in coincidences. Liam's death was unavoidable, similar to Atlas. Free students from their past. Liam's death. Personal problems with Atlas the night he died. Didn't see Liam after the course. Even drinking all night. Okay. I get the feeling there might be something
back
here.
later on, if that's okay.
Nothing's really coming up.
I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
Yes. Hourly house check. Ooh, car's here. Oh. Nothing new. Never mind. Carry on about your business. Can we save again? Yes, we can. Nice. There we go. The break-in. yeah, okay, I'm gonna call it there. We've had some interesting information from another new person. This village is getting bigger and bigger. I'm afraid I've got to call it somewhere, and I'm getting a bit too tired to think straight about any of this stuff anyway. Not that I was doing well, to be fair, but, you know, I'm only going to get worse from here on out. So, we'll come back with a fresh start. The schedule is Tuesdays, as standard, but I don't know, if I suddenly feel like it, you know, maybe on a Sunday or something like that, I might do it. Oh, no, it can't be this Sunday, actually, I'm busy. Whatever. No, it's no problem. Thank you for being here, everybody. It's been really fun. And I'm getting stuff on my phone telling me people are online, so let's see who's on. A Voozle. Okay. Let's raid a Voozle. Show a bit of support there. I've just saved, so we're all good here. That's okay. Cool. Where are we? It's slash raid, isn't it? And it's so slow whenever I type that. It's strange. I wonder why, what it's doing. There we go. See if I can spell this correctly. No. A Voozle underscore. Did I get that right? A Voozle underscore. Yes, I did. Okay. So, yeah, thanks, everybody. I appreciate you all being here. I hope you all have a good day. Yeah, it's been really fun. I've really enjoyed this. And, yeah, that's all about all I can say, really. Yeah, just take care. We'll go over to Voozle, just show him a bit of love. And, yeah, do what you will after that. Take care, everybody. See you later. Bye.